And I was crying by the first 5 minutes. So I've been a puppeteer for 40 years. I got interested in this in 1976. Maybe one last question? Finish up. Maybe that's it. Oh, yes, right here.
I heard, I don't know if anybody can confirm it, but I heard that the monarch butterflies died on the shore of Lake Erie last night and are departing today.
Yes, and they are so precise that they get out on Lake Erie, and somewhere in the middle of the lake, they all of a sudden make a slight change of direction, and then they fly down to Mexico. So right now, all the butterflies are flying to Mexico. They're from the ones that started in the spring. These are the 3rd or 5th generation of butterflies, and they will fly all the way to Mexico, west of Mexico City. They'll spend the winter in the oil mill forest. And there are about 5 of these forests around that region, about the size of a high school ground. And then in the spring, they don't mature until spring. And once they mature, they're territorial and they never migrate together, but they stay juvenile. The butterflies in the early summer and spring, they live for 3 weeks. The last generation, the ones flying to Mexico, they'll live 8 months. And they'll start the journey northward, and they'll die somewhere on the way to Texas or somewhere there. But before we go, everyone raise your 10 fingers. Let's let these 10 fingers represent the millions of butterflies 20 years ago in North America. Monarch butterflies. You ever use watercolors? Yeah. All right. They're fun. Yes? Okay, the little girl is made out of foam rubber as well. And she's jointed. I carved the hands and arms, but I also put wire joints inside the puppet so this bone arm section doesn't bend unnaturally. So they can only bend in a natural kind of way. She's got little wires in her legs, and then her feet have little clips on them like clothespins, and they clip onto those little pieces on my legs. So as my legs move, she can move that way. And then I tuck a little thing into my belt that holds her midsection so that she can bend over and her rear will stay in the air like that. And I have a little stick behind her head to make it move. And so she is kind of a rod puppet, a little bit of a rod puppet. And she borrows a little bit from Japanese bunraku style puppetry, a little bit like that. And very often I'll operate this kind of puppet in full view without any black scenery, just in full view like so. Then I spray these puppets with water very lightly, and I stain them with acrylic paints, and that creates the color for all the different puppets, like so. And then she has little marbles in her eyes, so little eye marbles. Other questions? Yes, right here.
How much foam did you approximately use to the whale?
In that whale, I have to buy, how much foam do I use approximately in that whale? When I go to the foam factory, they always look at me funny because I'm going around squeezing the Charmin. Squeezing it, because it's got to be just the right softness. They make foam for couch cushions that's too stiff for a puppet like this. So I get very soft foam rubber, and I have to get a block bigger than the whale. So this whale started with a block just this big. You can see how big it had to be. And when I go to the factory, I fill the whole car up with foam for a year or 2 worth of foam carving. And it takes me about 4 days to carve a whale like this. And the little godwit took about a week because the painting was so meticulous on it, hard to do. Yes? You want to take a look at the girl? Okay. The girl again. A little closer look at bad cheese. By the way, the name bad cheese means butterfly. Any other questions?
I have a question.
Yes,
Yeah, the puppets that were used in The Lion King,
yes.
yeah, did you collaborate with them at all, or are you working alone, or is there some connection with your work and theirs?
Oh, no, I did not work on Lion King, but I did know Julie Taymor's builder. I met him at an art show at Lincoln Center where they're exhibiting some of Julie's pictures, puppets a few years before the Lion King. So I called him up when they were building Lion King. He invited me to come. They were hiring workout, but not people outside of New York. But he said to come anyway, and I got to see the workshop. Notice the foam is starting to wear off her fingers and whatnot. And so I'll have to remake her arms soon, and her head will be good for another year or two. I don't do the show much anymore, so I'll just do some.
He wants to look at you.
Yeah. Can you move it a little bit?
Oh, you want me to move him? Okay.
Yeah.
He runs.
Thank
Not
you.
my puppet.
Oh, yeah, we'll bring them over, yeah.
Yeah, and you want this one first, so it goes on my screen.
You want to go see him, Max? Go in front.
Come.
Be gentle with him. You don't want to get bit by a polar bear.
Yeah.
Don't touch my butt. Put your finger, Mama.